Check, check, check. Hey. Okay. Now. Hello and welcome to another edition of TJP Media Tutorials. My name is Nikhil. I'm a producer and trainer here at TJP Media, and in this tutorial video, we're gonna look at what is vocoder and how to synthesize human voice using a vocoder. So before we get into what is vocoder, I'm going to demonstrate vocoder for you guys in a musical context through this song that I made. So let's check that out. Formants ಎಂದರೆ ಏನು ನಿನಗೆ ಅರಿವಾಗಿದೆ vocoder ಎಂದರೆ ಏನು ನಿನಗೆ ಅರಿವಾಗಿದೆ Formants ಎಂದರೆ ಏನು vocoder ಎಂದರೆ ಏನು Formants ಎಂದರೆ ಏನು vocoder ಎಂದರೆ So now that you heard that song, I'm sure some of you guys are wondering what is that synth-like texture on top of my voice as I was singing. So that is vocoder in action for you guys. So what exactly is vocoder? Vocoder is a device that was invented in the late 1930s by this dude called Homer Dudley in the Bell Labs. And it was invented as a means of replicating human voice artificially. In other words, to synthesize human speech. So in a way, vocoder was modeled after the human voice. So we can understand vocoder better by understanding the human voice better first. So the human voice can be divided into two components. One is the sound generating element, which is our vocal cords, and then this extension of vocal cavity and a combination of our lips and our tongue and our teeth clashing against each other. So let me demonstrate this for you. When I keep my lips closed and try not to move anything within my vocal cavity, even keep my tongue stationary, you will get this. So now let us try to get a feel for what this modulation is. Now I'm holding a steady pitch, but I'm still able to talk and articulate as I'm moving my lips and tongue. So let us see how this understanding of the two elements, the sound generating element and the modulating element, translate to understanding vocoder. So here within my Ableton Live project, you see two tracks. The carrier track, which is actually holding a synthesizer. And if I turn this on, you can hear that I placed this really lush, sustaining, flowing synth loaded through a wavetable preset. And here on my modulator track, you'll notice it is just my voice. So the way the vocoder works within Ableton Live is that I need to load it onto the modulator track. So I'm just going to go ahead and do exactly that. The vocoder is on the modulator track. So how do I get it to work with the carrier signal? So over here within the vocoder device, you notice that there is the section for the carrier. Right now, this carrier is holding something called as a noise signal. Let's listen to how that sounds with the noise. Basically, this is how the vocoder sounds with the noise as the carrier. You can actually feel my voice breathing through the noise. But that's not what we want to do for this tutorial. I'm gonna go ahead and open this drop down under the carrier, and here I can call in an external signal. I'm gonna feed my already existing carrier track onto the vocoder. So, as you can hear, this is my voice, which is sounding like it's playing out of a synthesizer. So right next to this carrier section, you see that there is this enhance button. And when I switch this on, what it does is it normalizes the incoming carrier signal to be a little more balanced and the dynamics to be well rounded so that it does not fluctuate too much. once it is vocoded. So let us actually check that out. So now the enhance button is off and my voice is not that well rounded. And now the enhance button is on and you can see all the harmonics a little more balanced coming off the vocoder. So now another important parameter within the vocoder is the Formants parameter that is associated with how our voice functions. So when I close my mouth and hold a steady pitch and try to alter the shape of my mouth, there is a difference in the kind of harmonics that you hear. Let's check that out. So widening my jaws and opening my mouth wider is inviting higher harmonics to resonate within my vocal cavity. And when I'm getting my jaws to be a little less wider or my lips are becoming more narrower, in other sense, I'm lowering my formants. So let's see how this translates to the formant parameter within the vocoder. Lowering the formants, lowering the formants, lowering the formants, lowering the formants, increasing the formants, increasing the formants. Now there's an interesting twist to the way the formants work within the vocoder. If you think about it, the human voice, as a carrier, the vocal cord can only hold one pitch at a time. But within the vocoder, the external carrier signal, through the synthesizer, I can actually play chords, which is multiple notes simultaneously. So how exactly does the formants react within the vocoder? Let's check that out. So you notice that as I hold down a chord on my carrier signal and sweep through my formant parameter within the vocoder, the vocoded signal actually emphasizes on the different notes of the chord that I'm holding down. Now just above the formant parameter, we have this depth parameter. Let's see what that does. I'm hearing more of the sound, I'm hearing more of the sound, I'm hearing more of the sound. I'm hearing less of the sound, I'm hearing less of the sound, I'm hearing. So right below the depth parameter, you notice this attack and release parameters. So let's see what they do within the vocoder. The attack is really fast, the attack is really fast, the attack is really fast, the attack is becoming slower, the attack is becoming slower. Releasing very fast, releasing slower, releasing slower, releasing slower, releasing. Now moving over to this section in the middle, we have something called as the filter banks. So I can actually change the vocoded sound by affecting the individual bands on this filter bank. Also, increasing the number of these filter bands results in more accurate analysis of the modulating signal. Let's see how that affects the sound. Hey, now I have less filter bands, more filter bands, a little more filter bands, more filter bands. So the vocoder also has an unvoiced noise generator which blends in with the carrier signal. And when I open that up fully, let's see how that sounds. Check, 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 check. Hey, so check, check. So I hope this tutorial gave you a deep understanding of how the vocoder actually works and how you can apply this within your music and have fun as much as I did while I made that track that I just showed you guys. And about that song that I played for you guys earlier, the lyrics of that song were in Kannada, and what it basically means is, what is vocoder, you understand now. And I hope that is true. So once again, this is Nikhil from DGP Media. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it with an aspiring music producer nearest to you, and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for future notifications. I'll see you on the next one.